don't think we've shied away from it. We recently at IOSC, we actually launched a consultation paper that actually deals with the tools how to regulate retail structured products. And those tools, actually, one of the key tools that we have actually mentioned in there is actually that regulators should think about using something like an e-learning module, so that, not regulators, that product manufacturers need to think about not just presenting information, but making sure that investors understand the information being presented to them. And what we've actually said is that innovation like e-learning modules, which presents information and then actually test that information in terms of whether it's being comprehended, we believe that that is something that needs to be thought about more in the future. And it does come back to a message I mentioned before, is that what we're saying to product manufacturers is that it's not a sustainable business to sell products that investors don't understand what they're buying. It's not sustainable because they're not going to continue to buy them. So we're saying think about using things like e-learning modules to actually actually help investors understand before they part with their cash. So some of the, for example, in Australia, we have a complex product that's called a contract for difference, which is, whether you have them in India, which is a leveraged derivative, which many investors have lost a lot of money on. What we're seeing now is that many of these contract for difference operators won't allow an investor to open an account to trade contract for difference until they've actually completed an e-learning module that actually demonstrates they actually understand the risks of what they're getting into. So I think we need to see a lot more in this direction. In terms of disclosure, one of the issues that's in this paper that I mentioned in relation to products, perhaps with embedded derivatives like capital guarantee products, one of the actual proposals in there is that you actually should be trying to flush out exactly what the value of the embedded derivative is in a capital guarantee product. That's critical. I agree, and it is about, so it's about transparency, but it's also about understanding.